Hey guys, and welcome to my speed build of the Elder Scrolls Online's Ald Velothi home. I am of course doing this for my Elder Scrolls Legacy series that I've been doing, because of course this is the house that I have in ESO and that my character Ozithus canonically lives in, so I figured for a series we might as well build his own house. Of course it is a good bit different. I tried my best. I tried not to edit anything out of this except for whenever I was like, say, looking for a specific plant, something like that. But I wanted to make sure you guys saw all of my struggles. Now, I am doing this voiceover while watching back. I may edit some clips of it out, some silent bits when I'm trying to think of what to say, so things might not line up exactly, but I will do my best. I kind of forgot that I had this build. I built it pretty soon after I recorded the last episode of The Sims, and then kind of forgot to edit it, so we're finally getting around to doing that today. Now, luckily for us, this build is a lot of roofs. Buildings in Morrowind are very strange. They're usually, well, not usually, a lot of times they are built out of giant crabs. At least in Lairdhenn, they're funky, not very easy to build in The Sims. I actually have built Ald Velothi before. That's probably also on the gallery. I probably should have checked, but yeah, I didn't. I didn't add in the fence that it had just because this lot wasn't big enough, but yeah, I kind of went into this knowing what to do, but I still encountered a lot of issues, as you will definitely see. I also immediately forgot to put the terrain in, so later on you'll see me moving the whole building just to put a tiny hill in. I swear it looks good in the end, because whenever you go into Ald Velothi, there's like a little bit of a staircase, it's on a little bit of a hill. I just thought it would be pretty, so it was worth putting it in, but god, this whole build was a mess. I wasn't super happy with how the interior turned out either. I didn't really do any furnishing of it because we're doing a rags to riches. Our Sims are broke. I don't remember how much money we had after this build, but I don't think it was a whole lot. I honestly wasn't even sure if I was going to be able to build this with the amount of money we had, so at least we got something done, right? I feel like the lot that we built this on was just perfect, because even though Ald Velothi isn't super close to Red Mountain, it's still, you know, close enough for it to be a threat, and we live right in front of a mountain, but something I was considering doing, actually, was moving to the neighboring lot, because I remembered that Ald Velothi was right next to a dock, but the other lot had too much water, not enough land, but we at least still have the ocean near us, so I could always build, like, a public beach type of lot that has a dock. I think that could be cute. Maybe I will do that. You can see here I'm struggling a lot with getting the roofs to line up. I adjust those roofs so much during this video, so... And right there, if you could tell in the, I guess it'd be the living room, the main entrance, the roofs just make it look very weird. And I try to cover that up at the very end. I don't know if I'm happy with it. There's something you can do in this where you can unlock different objects they use in the world, and they're generally free. So we did a lot of that for like the landscaping. And I used like a fence you can get through that to kind of cover that area up, but it doesn't look very great. So we might either get rid of it, maybe replace it with something else. I don't know, but this whole build is just me struggling with roofs, struggling with the terrain in a little bit, but I think it all turns out well in the end. Once again, I am sorry it took me a little bit to get to this. I feel like everyone already knows. I've just been having major burnout lately. It happens to like every YouTuber. I'll get over it pretty shortly. I feel like I'm already getting over it a little bit, but it's just been bad. I've been editing another episode of Molag Bal's Inferno as well, and that video, I actually rage quit that mod. You'll see what happens, but yeah, if you have any other mod suggestions you'd like me to play instead of that one, that would be great. I have a couple ideas. I think I'm either going to play Vigilant, because I've been wanting to play that one for a very long time. I might play Enderal, because I've gotten a lot of suggestions to play it, but I always thought it was one of those things that, I know it like replaces Skyrim pretty much. Well, I didn't know that it was its whole like separate launcher. I'm pretty sure that's how it is. It at least doesn't affect your other mods and whatnot, so as one of my friends recently started playing it and was telling me about it, so it doesn't seem as scary now to try to do a series on that. I know that will be a very long one though, so I'm like, maybe I should do Vigilant first to replace Molag Bal's Inferno, and then maybe do Enderall to replace Skygerfall whenever we finish it. It might be a while, but I don't know, I feel like we're breezing through Skygerfall, especially compared to Daggerfall, because I think Daggerfall we've been doing for like a year and a half, but Skygerfall, maybe a few months, I'm not sure. We probably would have gotten a lot farther if I hadn't encountered such a burnout, but I'll get better. It'll be fine. I'll get through this. It's whatever. More videos soon, hopefully. I'm actually later today, like, I'm planning on just doing a bunch of editing today, but I think I'm gonna have some free time afterwards, so I think what I'm gonna do is actually try to patch Daggerfall to see if I can get it to work again, because I'm really sad I miss playing Daggerfall. I think that's like a big cause of my burnout right now, is because I just really want to play Daggerfall, but I'm like so scared to patch it. Like, I'm so afraid I'm just gonna mess it up. I might just move over to Unity. I don't know. I wanted to beat vanilla Daggerfall first because, you know, it is different. Like, Unity's obviously very close to the original, but I don't know. It's different enough where I'd like to try to beat them both separately. Oh yeah, here you can see me literally moving everything because I wanted the tiniest little hill. I don't know why you can't just raise it up. I'm pretty sure I tried to raise the foundation and it just didn't work right. I think I tried that. If not, then I'm a little bit mad about it, but pretty sure I tried to sort it out. I tried to replace the whole lot onto it, and of course that didn't work because it just reflattened the land. Should have expected that, but it all worked out in the end. It's fine. I had to do a lot of adjusting to it though to get the plants to stay and whatnot. This build's a mess, man. I hope that it's like nice to play in. I'm afraid it's gonna just be too weirdly shaped, especially the front of it. I think we're going to have to look into it from the back a lot. I don't know. Because of course Ald Velothi has that weird little staircase. It just kind of has like one little platform. I kind of struggled with that too, by the way. I feel like it ends up looking a little bit awkward in the end, but we got it to work. It's all fine. I'm excited to furnish this. I'm a little bit torn because obviously this is like a modern twist on the Elder Scrolls. So I'm not really sure if I want to furnish it modernly, which could definitely be fun, I think, to try to do, like, I don't know, try to envision what a modern dark elf interior design would be like. That sounds like a lot of fun to me, but I also could reinstall some of my mods and decorate it more, you know, fantasy-esque. But the only thing about having a bunch of, like, custom content in The Sims is it definitely slows it down a bit, and it already doesn't like me recording it alongside my webcam. I've noticed in the past that a lot of Sims YouTubers don't do webcam videos. I'm starting to understand why, because you would think, like, it's a relatively, like, simple game, you know, there's not a whole lot to it, but my god, it runs so bad. I kind of hate saying that because I know Sims 3 was, like, way worse, but, like, my computer is super beefy, and it sometimes is like, what is this game? Please don't do this to me, especially if I live in like a big house, which in my free time whenever I've been playing The Sims, I've been doing like a university playthrough, and my Sims have both graduated from university, so they're both very wealthy. They're at the top of their careers. They keep getting all these bonuses. I legitimately don't know what to do with the money, so they have this huge house filled with so many items, and it every now and then causes my computer to think real hard about it. Oh man, so right here you'll see me like messing with the colors of the windows and everything, changing them out because I found some that looked a little bit more stony, and of course Ald Velothi looks very rough like that, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, those are windows from university, and they don't match. Like, all the windows don't match. Like, it makes me so mad. The one color I wanted to use, you'll see me have to change it all because the top window doesn't have a matching color. Like, why? I don't understand. Or maybe I don't change them. I can't remember, but I know it was for sure frustrating me. It has been a little bit since I did this. I was trying to find a matching color and I was just like, of course. The Sims, I don't know. It's so, I know it annoys everyone that nothing matches. Like, they're starting to finally put in black and white options, at least for everything, but even in the same pack, stuff just doesn't go with each other sometimes when you really think it should or really want it to. And oh man, is it annoying. Now here you'll start to see that I'm messing with some stonework a little bit because Ald Velothi is a very bumpy build. It has a lot of texture to it, so I kind of tried to show that. I don't think I keep a lot of this. Yeah, I don't keep a lot of it in the front here, But I do go in and add some rocks around it and whatnot as well. Just try to make it blend in. I don't know, a little bit more like, I guess maybe blend in isn't the right word. I tried to make the rocks blend in with the roof so it just looked a little bit more bumpy, but I didn't go too far with it. I didn't want to go super crazy. I probably could have, but then it would be a real pain to mess with. Now, like I was saying, a lot of the plants that we end up using, which I think I'm about to get to, yeah, we're free because there is like a little cheat command thing that you can use where you can get different world objects. So useful for building houses because now you don't have to pay like $500 per shrub. It's so stupid. And of course we have mushrooms and whatnot, which you can't make a Vvardenfell build without mushrooms. I was honestly sad because I was really hoping to find a really like tall, skinny mushroom because I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm pretty sure in like the back left of Ald Velothi there is one of those. I know they're all around the place in Vvardenfell. Sadly, I couldn't find one that was perfect, but yeah. Whenever I was building this, I was actually looking at a video I had taken of Ald Velothi. You'll probably have noticed me pausing quite often. Some of that I edited out, some of it I didn't. I actually edited out a pretty good amount here just because a lot of it's trying to find the right plants to use and whatnot. I tried to make it look weird and Vvardenfellish. I think it worked out in the end. I really do hope you guys enjoy this sort of video. I, of course, enjoy watching them. I enjoy making them too, though. It's a little bit weird. I used to make this sort of thing, but haven't done it in a while, so I'm like, oh god, how do I do voiceovers? I don't know! But I'm actually really excited to try out making different houses for different generations. We're probably going to be, yeah, playing in this one, and then... Actually, I should probably bring up my generation list that I was making. Hold on a second. Yeah, okay, so obviously Generation 1 is Ozithis, but we're also going to include Ozithis' children and grandchild in with this generation because they're kind of minor characters. They'll have a little bit of stuff I'll want them to do, but really not a whole lot. And then once his granddaughter is of a certain age, then we will be moving on to Generation 2, which will actually be Sork. Even though he's not Oz's direct descendant, he does lead to one, so I don't know what we'll do for Sork. We could probably just make some sort of generic Daggerfallish medieval type of build. I don't know, if you have any ideas of places you'd like to see Sork live in, let me know. Teldrins is going to be interesting because I don't know if I'm going to be able to build... Why do I always forget the name of his house? Why am I like this? Indaris Manor, that's what it is. To be fair, it's a weird name, but that one's like, it's very similar to Ald Velothi, but most of it is underground, so I don't know how exciting that would be, but alternatively we could build either the house he gets in Raven Rock, or actually we'll probably do both. We'll probably do the house that he has in Raven Rock, and we'll also do the house that Drelena ends up living in for a while during all the Red Year and all of that. So Teldrin will of course be Generation 3, then Generation 4 we're going to skip away from the Ebonhearts for a little bit to go to Adamo, so we can actually make... I have actually made his house before. I want to make some sort of, like an Arredondo styled house, like the ones in Skywatch in particular. Like that really big, I think it's a castle in Skywatch. I'm pretty sure that's actually what I built as Adamo's house in The Sims. So maybe I'll just try to build that again, because I would like to... I don't know, I've already built Ald Velothi before, so I'd like to build that one as well. Then maybe we can build the house that he lives in Vvardenfell, because of course he does end up there, and that will lead us back into Generation 5, which will be Gone Air. And for that we'll be starting, of course, back with Drelena and the house that she's in, and then we could probably build like Lakeview Manor or something. I mean, I don't see why not, I've done it like 50 million times. And then I guess... I don't know, the series might go on a hiatus and we might bring it back for Generation 6. I don't know if there will be a Generation 6. But what we could do is play as my Elder Scrolls 6 characters, because I do know what their story will generally be like, but I highly doubt Elder Scrolls 6 will be out by that point. Even if I went on like a year or two long hiatus from this series, like, I don't know when it's gonna be out. I wish it'd be out within a year or two, I don't know. We'll see how it's going. Maybe I'll introduce them a little bit through The Sims. Maybe I'll wait. We'll just have to see how it goes. But that'll kind of be like leading in from Adamo's generation, so you're at least going to have to meet them a little bit. They're Adamo's sons. I'm going to be playing as Adamo's sons, okay? I don't know if I've already said that before, but now you know. I'm really excited for Elder Scrolls 6 because I'm really excited to tell my characters' stories. One of them is actually like Ryder's character, but they are twins, so they're going to be together. I'm going to have to quickly learn how to mod, and I really hope I'll be able to port those mods over to console if I should decide to play on there instead. I honestly have no idea if I'm going to be recording it on my computer or try to do it through the PlayStation 5 or whatever. It kind of depends on, I don't know, a multitude of different things. We'll just have to see. I don't know. Actually, with Adamo's generation, we're going to be able to build like Benares Manor and Proudspire Manor too, because he lives in those for a little while. Fun fact, we'll get more into that later, but yeah, he actually lives in Corellian's old home, which I kind of feel bad for not including Corellian in this, but Corellian's not a very well-developed character. I don't know, maybe I'll throw him in. I still need to finish my generational list anyways. I'm kind of just taking it one step at a time with general outlines for the rest. But yeah, I really hope that Elder Scrolls 6 is set in and around when I think it's gonna be. I'm hoping that they're going to go back to how the first Elder Scrolls games were and that they're all kind of close together, and that hopefully Elder Scrolls 6 will be close to when Skyrim took place. I feel like it will. I feel like this is gonna have a lot to do with the Thalmor because I'm pretty sure we're going to Hammerfell. I really liked my reactions on my reaction video. A lot of people were being like, that's not Hammerfell, you're stupid. And then like one bigger YouTuber made a video that like, oh yeah, it's probably Hammerfell. And then everyone's like, yeah, it's Hammerfell. I'm like, I've known it since before that teaser. I feel like this whole time, I'm gonna feel real dumb if it's not Hammerfell, but I felt like this whole time they just, I don't know, it's brought up so much. I just feel like it's going to be. I don't know, I've had this feeling for a very long time. I hope it is, because if it takes place in Hammerfell, and if it has something to do with fighting back against the Thalmor, that is going to be perfect for the characters I have in mind. Hopefully it'll be in the right time period too. Of course, I have a little bit of wiggle room with that. I don't know exactly when they're going to be born yet. I have a general for now, but I can always change that, you know? But yeah, now it looks like we are about done with the build. If we're at the right spot, you can see me adding in those walls I was talking about. Don't know how I feel about those. We might get rid of them. I don't know. Let me know what you think. They're not horrible. Like, they just kind of cover up that awkward gap that you see whenever you're on the first floor. I don't know. I don't know what to do about it, but yeah, there was also a little awkward gap right there I was thinking about covering up, but we're just going to ignore it, okay? This house is imperfect. Here you can see a few of the shots. I tried my best. I think it's cute. I think it somewhat captures the spirit of it. It's pretty different, but I think it's at least still noticeably Dunmere. I hope. It's a little bit wonky on the inside and the outside, but it has character, you know? You don't see many builds like this in The Sims, do ya? But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this speed build. Let me know if you want me to do more. I'll probably do more anyways, just because, you know, we're doing a whole Sim series. I might as well do build videos, and I enjoy doing them, so hopefully you do too. Don't forget to leave a like if you did enjoy it. Maybe consider supporting my Ko-fi or Patreon if you want to help out with the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.